Today, I'm going to give you the 3-step process that women use who know how to silence a room and get everyone in that room to pay attention to and respect what it is that they say before they even say it. Number 1, let me give you 3 lead-in lines that you can use to enter into a conversation. I have a question. Here's what I'm noticing. I'd like to jump in. Remember, it's about how you are connecting with people's nervous system. It's about how people are responding to you on a visceral level. And it's about the things that are not necessarily so obvious that's going to make a difference in the way people receive you. It's going to be tone, body language that are coupled with the words that you choose. So that said, one of the cruel realities of powerful communication is that you can't stop and think about it because the part of your brain where your information that you have learned lives is the first part to shut down during the situations where you need them the most. So you want to rely on not your education, but your training. There's a big difference. Number 2, make sure to say those on a down note. There's a big difference between saying,
I have a question.
And
I have a question.
Remember, when you end on an up note,
I have an idea.
you do not sound like you are competent or sure of yourself at all. When you end on a down note,
I have a proposal.
See the difference? That is what people do when they naturally are confident in what it is that they are saying. And number 3, here's what you do with your body when you want to show, I'm entering and I have the right to do so. Lean forward as you deliver your lead-in line, put your elbows on the table, lace your fingers together, and in doing so, that should put your fingers naturally just where your chin should actually hover. Because what you want to do is make sure that your chin is parallel to the floor, not too high so you're looking down your nose, and not too low so you're looking up at people. Your chin should be parallel. Once you do that, once you put your elbows on the table to show that you are grounded and secure in what you're saying, don't move your elbows off the table. That'll make it very easy for you to always maintain that posture that's confident and shows authority. And if you wanted to move your elbows sliding back and forth, you can do that. If you wanted to take your fingers and punctuate a point, you can do that. And if somebody tries to interrupt you as you're speaking, feel free to lift one of the elbows off the table, deliver a unidirectional stop gesture towards them without even looking at them. And that sends a very strong message, not just to them, but to everyone else at the table who's watching. Warning. If you have to take time to think about it, you're going to be at the mercy of those who do not think about it, but instead their nervous system responds before they think about it. How do we get to that point? You train. Master communicators respond before they think about it because they have trained their nervous system and their mouth to do so. If you do that, you will be in an elite group of communicators. To learn more about that, if you download the playbook that goes along with this lesson, not only will it help you train these things into your nervous system, but you will also be on the early access list for that new course, and it's all free. Just click on the link in the description and you'll be all set. All right? Now, with just those 3 things, you're going to be 99% of the way there. But here's what's going to push you over the edge and make you a superstar that people will want to listen to. You want to remind people why you're speaking using an identity phrase. Here's how that sounds. As the only one here who directly deals with customers, here's what I'm noticing. Or, from a policy perspective, here's my concern. As someone with over 20 years experience in the product development phase, here's my question. So that will establish you as somebody who has the experience and the right to talk about what it is that you're saying. In addition to that, if you're ending on a down note, if you are leaning in and using the correct posture, and you're using the right phrase to set up what it is that you're going to say, you will be not only silencing that room, you will be gaining their attention and respect before you even deliver your message. Why? Because you're not trying to do it on a conscious level. And the responses that you will receive from people aren't coming from their conscious thinking mind. That's not where you want it to come from before you start speaking. You want them to connect with you and believe you on a subconscious level from the nervous system. Once you do that, there's no going back. Once you gain the respect and attention on that level, you will have it forever. So, although it might seem simple, when it comes time to use it, the words, the tactics, they're going to go poof unless you train to do this. So to train to do this the right way, download that playbook. It is free, and it will also get you in the early access group so that if you would like to join us in my new course, What to Say When It Matters Most, click on the link in the description and you'll be all set. After you've downloaded that free playbook, if you'd like to learn more of the mistakes that women make that rob them of credibility at work, check out this next video. You'll really like it.